Well, the peas are doing great. We're harvesting peas, every day. Every morning I come out and harvest peas and get a handful. And we've had one meal so far, and we have about enough peas in the refrigerator to have another meal. They're tasty, and they are an amazing snack when you're out working in the garden. The carrots, they're doing good as well. They're not anywhere near ready to harvest yet, but they look happy. This is the second bed of carrots I planted, and they look pretty good. And the bananas are ready to harvest as well. We have some bananas here and there turning yellow, and they look good. Survived the freeze okay. I think it's time to get these off the tree and bring them in the house. Now, the banana tree leaves, they didn't survive the frost, so they've all turned brown, and but they did a good job for me this year, and we'll be looking for the same thing next year. The broccoli I had growing in the barrels is looking good, but we've harvested all of the heads off the broccoli in the barrels, and they were all real nice. We still have some broccoli growing in a bed, and they were growing under the bananas. Let's take a look at those. So the broccoli in this bed were sort of shaded by the bananas, and they weren't quite as far along, but it won't be long till these get harvested as well. They're looking good. Now I'm hoping the plants that I previously harvested will put on some shoots, and we'll be able to get a second harvest out of those. I won't need those barrels again until maybe the 1st of March, so they got a little bit of time left. And this is an early Jersey Wakefield cabbage. It will be the first one we harvest. It's got a nice solid head on it, and it's looking good. The rest of the cabbages have all started to head up. But they're not as far along as this one. Most of the onion bulbs that I planted to grow seeds, onion seeds this year, have flowered. So hopefully we'll get some seeds for next year out of this that do a little bit better than the seeds that I had this year. The onion seeds that did germinate are looking good. Those onions are looking great. I will be purchasing some onion starts at the garden center as soon as they come in, and get these beds evened out a little bit. The moringa trees that I started from cuttings, they're all still looking good. I did have these moved into the garage when we had that freeze, but they're back out now, and they all look healthy, putting on new leaves. They should be ready to plant in the ground in the spring. The leeks left over from last year have started to grow again. They're looking healthy. Looking forward to some leeks out of these. Now these are probably going to go to seed again this year, but I'm going to take those seed heads off as soon as I see them. And I planted elephant garlic into this barrel. This is from garlic I harvested last year, and they're all up and doing good. Even if we get a little bit more cold weather down here in deep South Texas, these are going to be fine. And my other bed of cabbages, they look good as well. Some of the early Jersey Wakefield's cabbages in this bed are also starting to head up. The all-season cabbage is a little bit behind. And the Dutch flathead cabbages also starting to head up, but behind the Jersey Wakefield. Starting to see some flowers on the navel orange tree, so that's encouraging. The Red Pontiac Potatoes came into the garden center this week, and we got some to plant. So we'll probably be planting these in this bed here. I hope to get that done today. This is the bed right next to the cabbage. This is the only variety they had in so far. I'm looking to grow at least one more variety, and maybe early next week they'll have a different variety. So I'm getting excited for the spring, and I have already planted my tomato and pepper seeds. Let's go take a look at how they're doing. So here are my pepper seedlings. I planted these on January 1st, so they're not quite 2 weeks old yet, but had pretty good germination. I was a little bit worried. I have some Carolina Reapers here, real hot pepper, and people say they have a hard time germinating them, but they all came up okay. And then the rest of the peppers have done pretty well. There's a couple that I save seeds for that aren't doing well, but for the most part, the peppers are looking good. About a week after I planted the peppers, I planted the tomatoes, and they're looking good as well. I need to start thinning these out, and we'll try to get to that either today, maybe tomorrow. But they're growing fine. All the tomatoes germinated. I have a couple eggplants in here that didn't do anything, and one other thyme. I tried planting thyme in here, and it didn't do anything. It's probably not the right way to plant thyme, but we got a nice crop of tomatoes going, and looking forward to getting these up potted and then finally hardened off and planted in the garden. Oh, hopefully before the end of February, but we'll keep an eye on the weather for that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick garden update. Lots and lots going on in the garden, and we're just getting into our busy time of year. In another 2 months, this garden will just explode. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.